Hi friends, welcome to Ggc'sTreasureBag. Today we will design a necklace, a simple necklace using Ggc'sTreasureBag, the spring palette. And I have already made some components here, as I can show you guys some of those, and I'll let you guys know how I did that. It's easy. It's a little bit of wire wrapping, but it is all worth it. So I took this 4mm crackle beads, glass beads, the plain ones, and also the 3x4mm roundel, the pink ones. I already used some of the pink roundels in my other necklace, but this is how much I have. So I created this I added 4 of these roundels and made a wrap loop on either side. And the same with this crackle beads, made sure I have all the colors, or at least one of each color, and then did the same. I did a couple of them, and then I cut the chain into let me see how much these are. I hope I kept my ruler out here. There we go. So the chain length is about 4 centimeters. Okay, it's totally up to you which length you want to have the chain to be. So it's like a part beaded portion, part chain, just like this. So I added the 4 centimeter chain on either side of this wrap loop. I opened up the chain. It's pretty easy, or else you can actually make the wrap loop by putting the loop inside the chain and then doing it as well. So you can do it either ways, but I really like to do this way. So I have made some connectors, I would say, and then some of these. So I'm going to say here, the other side, and then okay, so this is what it is. And then in the middle I'm just going to add this pendant, the butterfly pendant that we got from Ggc'sTreasureBag. There is 2 butterfly pendants. One is a pink one, the other one is a peacock color. I kept the peacock color, but I'm using this pink one here. And what I'm gonna do here is, as you guys can see, first of all, let's do one more thing. I will just measure this for you guys, how long it will be, so that you'll have a general idea about how it's gonna be. This is definitely not going to be enough, so I'll show you guys first of all how I did this wrap loop thingy. So you need 24 gauge wire. I'm using 24 gauge wire. You can use 22, even 20, but I would like to use 24 gauge wire for these purposes, because I don't want it to be very thick. In that case, it will take away the attraction from the chain and the pendant. I want this to be subtle. I really would like to work with the spool, as you guys all know. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just thinking about it. Maybe I can do this, yeah, and this here and this here, right? Yeah, connect it this way. Need one more of the pink then. So add 4 of the beads. So the number of beads also depends upon you. If you want, you can add more or less. Depending upon that, you can reduce the size of the chain. So about, say, 1 centimeter or so here. Bend the wire, reposition your wire, and then bring it around your mandrel and go ahead and put your loop back, and then just do a wrap loop. If you keep your tail end a little bit more, it'll be easy for you to do the wrap. I had only a little bit, but still I'm able to do it. So be consistent about how many wraps you're doing every time. 2 to 3 wraps is what I'm aiming for. If you be consistent, that will look nicer on your finished piece. So here we go. Take my pliers, keep it right on top of the beads and bend it to 90 degrees. Reposition your pliers and then bring it around. You'll have a question mark right there. All you need to do now is just snip off the wire about a centimeter or so there, and then all you can do is hold on to that and just push that down so that the loop stays on top, and then go ahead and wrap it with your fingers. 24 gauge, you can do this really nicely with your fingers, no problems whatsoever. 20 gauge, you can use your pliers. That way you will get a uniform wraps or coils. Tuck the tail in, you have the connector ready. Now all you need to do is connect it to the earrings. And also the chain, I'll show you guys. Just cut it up a little bit, and once you cut up one, then all you need is a eye pin or a head pin, whichever you have available in your stash, readily at your disposal. Take that. I'm showing it in a different metal so that it is clear. All you need to do is take your piece of chain. This I cut already 4 centimeter, so you can measure and cut one, and take the rest of the chain and add it to this eye pin. Now you know exactly the length you need to cut. There we go, and snip it off just like that. That'll be, it will be easier. So just now we made the connector. Now we cut the chain then, right? So now what we have to do is take the chain. I use 2 sets of pliers to open this up. These chains are like a jump ring, so you can twist it open. Just do that way, just like how you would open and close a jump ring, back and forth motion, just like that. And then add it to the wrapped loop of our connector, and then close it. Right, this is how I did this. So we have 2. So now I am thinking of doing that this way. So I have chain on both sides. I take the chain and drop it through our pendant. It's a bit tricky because the butterfly but the chain is big enough to go through the bail. I mean, small enough to go through the bail. That's what I meant. So here I'm going to open this link up and add the next connector. So make sure where the opening is. There will be only one opening for the chain. Twist it open and add the connector to it. There we go. And then close it. Go back and forth and make sure it's completely closed, because we don't want our link or the connectors to get out, right? I'm just going to make sure it's closed enough. There we go. So now the center part is done. So I want this to move freely, that's why. Otherwise we could have connected to one of the links, but I don't want that to happen. So now I'm just going to build this up. So I'm just going to open this up. You can also use a jump ring, but this chain has big enough links to actually add without a jump ring. So there we go. This is how I'm going to build the necklace. You can make this shorter or longer necklace, however you prefer. I want to alternate the design by the plain crystals and this crackle beads, both alternatively, and then put a chain here, right, and then the pink one, and then a little bit of chain, and then finish it. As I said, you can have this longer or shorter. It's totally up to your preference. I will connect more and come back and show you guys the end result. So I finished joining this connectors and the chain. So totally we need 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 pieces of the 4 centimeter chain cut, and then I'm gonna add a toggle clasp at the end. I'm gonna do one more strand in the middle, so it's a double strand necklace. I thought I will settle down with a single strand, but I really wanted to do a double strand, and I'm not adding what to say, jump ring. You can as well add a jump ring to the end of the chain to connect it to the toggle clasp. This toggle clasp also we got it in the box, so it's so simple, and it's a big one. The toggle is big, so if you want a daintier one, you can use something from your stash, but I like this big one, so I'm just going to do that. Okay, add it to that, and take the next end of this chain, open up one of the link of the chain, with 2 sets of pliers, in my case tweezer nose and bent nose plier, to the bar end of the toggle, and close it just how you would close a jump ring, back and forth, just like that. Now, as I said, you can stop at this point and call it a day, and this will be a beautiful necklace as well. But if you want to enhance this a little bit more, what I did was I took some lemon seed beads. Okay, these are like golden lemon seed beads with an AB finish. The AB finish just mimics the multicolor in this crackle beads, so that's why I chose this. And then I took some bead stringing wire. This is 7-strand bead stringing wire, 0.45 millimeter thickness, and I'm stringing the beads, alternating the crackle beads and the lemon seed beads. And I did one side, and then I added one single connector that we had just to tie the connectors with our design. I ended with the lemon seed bead here. So after that I added one of this links, the loop. I just added here, and then take another seed bead, followed by a crackle bead, a seed bead, followed by a crackle, a seed. Just I'm alternating the beads how I did stringing out here as well. So here we go, right? And then do the same. So when you're comfortable like this, I don't want a really big one, just a small thing here. So add a seed bead and crackle bead and a seed bead. That's good enough. Now I want to go through the other loop in this connector, just like this, and pull it through. See that? That kind of looks pretty, right? I really like them. So it's like a small pendant kind of, you can think about it that way. And then continue stringing the same lemon seed beads and the crackle bead alternating. So that's what I'm going to do until I finish the other end of the other side of the necklace, and I'll come back. I finished stringing this. See this? How I have strung that, and on both sides it looks very pretty. I feel that it is nice. And so now I have to join this bead stringing wire to the toggle as well. So I take one end and add my crimp tube to it, and then I go through the loop of the toggle, and then I come back through the crimp tube. So I don't want the seed bead to be the end of it, I just want the crimp tube. And to the loop, come back through the crimp tube. You can use a crimp bead or crimp tube, whichever you have available in your stash, and make the loop smaller by pulling the crimp tube towards the toggle. Make sure it's not crisscross. See, it generally tends to crisscross, so go ahead and make sure it's parallel the wire inside the crimp tube, and hold on to that, and with your tweezer nose pliers flat crimp it. You can also use the crimping pliers to do this technique, but flat crimps also work the same way. So the two wires are going on top of the glass bead, but not the seed bead, the lemon. So I just snip this off excess. With my wire cutters, and then bring everything to this side and kind of straighten our necklace out. See this? So this is how it is. Okay, this is how it will be. And now I'm just going to do the same the other side, making sure the length of the necklace is the same. So if I do this, it's coming for some reason right. So just adjust your necklace and then see the distance, exact distance on the other side, and then it's one bead extra, so I'm gonna remove it. So first of all, I'm still working with this spool, so I'm going to cut myself about, say, an inch or so. Take these off, add a crimp tube, and then take the toggle end, the bar end of the toggle, go through the loop in that, and then come back through the crimp tube and through the glass bead. I'm just going to hold this and pull. See that? So that way it'll be perfect. Pull that. If you pull this, the loop against the toggle will reduce, and then go ahead and flat crimp it, and then snip off the excess wire. So now our necklace is pretty ready, I mean, it's ready and it's very pretty. So this is what the necklace is. It's a layered necklace and it goes like this. So when it sits around the neck, this will be round and it will nestle exactly in between this V shape and it will look very pretty. We will make a earrings with this matching butterfly. I mean, this butterfly is a normal butterfly, but it is butterfly at the end of the day, and we will use these two beads, these glass beads and the pink crystals, to make the earrings matching for this necklace. I hope you like the simple necklace, but at the same time it's very pretty and elegant, best suited for teenagers. I'm thinking of gifting this to my daughter. She loved the butterfly pendant, so that's what I'm thinking to do. If you do like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.